perfection. It's exciting.
I'm Mike,
I'm Joe.
and this is Kart Life TV. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Kart Life TV, where we do fun and dumb stuff with golf carts. We're in the garage again today. Gonna do a little bit of an airbag golf cart video update, and also work on kind of like a really custom part for this cart, right?
Yeah.
Got to work on some brakes.
This necessary part.
Definitely. We're going for like a high-speed pass in this golf cart, so it's super important that we're able to get it to stop. I know a lot of you guys have been commenting on the video as we've been doing this build. What are you guys doing for brakes? You're not gonna be able to stop that damn thing at 88 miles an hour.
It will stop eventually.
In the giant fireball. But seriously though, we're gonna attempt to build our own front brake kit from parts we sourced from another airbag suspension kit, and also some Jake stuff, and then some other little odds and ends we had laying around, some raw metal materials.
Frankenstein.
Yeah, but before we get into that, I want to thank everybody who went on our online store, lowspeedliving.com, and used the coupon code subscriber. Got yourself one of these really cool Kart Life magnets and one of our flags, or any other of our Kart Life merchandise. The code works across all of our stuff. So if you don't have anything yet, you want to pick up a cool hat or shirt or something cool for summertime.
Flags.
The flags are cool.
They're cool.
So thank you guys. Thank you for supporting us. We really appreciate that. But now let's take a look at the airbag cart. We're going to do a little bit of an update on where we are with that. Some parts did come in, and we got some other stuff done with the electrical system. Some really exciting stuff. So looking forward to showing you that.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go. So we're at the airbag cart, guys, and I know we've been talking about getting the little screen from the Rhino battery kit. We separated that from the little
Box.
Yeah, the little box that they give you with the on-off switch. So we got the on-off switch mounted in our control panel, and we got the screen mounted here. And we've been talking about getting the wire through and actually having it work. Come on over here. I want to show you. So we actually have power here. I think we showed you that in another update video, but we do have power up here in the steering wheel now. But more importantly, we're actually able to turn the wheel. Check that out, guys. The wheel's turning. The wheels are turning all the way. We got no wire binding. Let me show you exactly how we did that right now. If you come around to the front of the cart here, Joe, it's kind of exciting. And you know what? I'm going to turn it so we get better light. Right here, this is an electrical swivel. Right, you see that? Put our Kart Life sticker on it just to make it look cool. But what we did is we have our wires right here coming from the screen. I just put a Molex plug there, so if we ever have to disassemble the steering shaft or whatever, we'll just be able to disconnect the wires and not have to pull everything out of it. But what it is it's a device that swivels with wires going in on a swivel on the inside, and then an outside kind of case that has the wires coming out. And what we did was we ran the wire through the steering shaft, because it's hollow, all the way down and out here at the bottom of the shaft into the turnbuckle right here. And then these wires go into the center of the swivel, and then they come out here and they come up in the back. And I actually I bought a couple of them in different sizes, because it's kind of hard to decipher exactly what's going on when you're looking at little black and white pictures on Amazon. I didn't even know these were going to be blue, which was kind of cool. But this is a larger one. Again, didn't know what size we needed, but that one actually fit perfect. Can you see that, Joe?
Yeah.
So this is the wires going in. And you see how that swivels in the middle there? Isn't that really cool? And then the wires come out here. So it's pretty much just like a little device that allows something to turn, and they use these on motor shafts and things for things that spin, larger versions of this for carnival rides and Ferris wheels, where you gotta get power to things that are turning. So really neat device. This one's getting returned because we don't need it, but that one worked perfect. We still have to fine tune it a little bit, and we managed to get the wire up and all the way to the top where the steering wheel is without any pinching, any binding, or anything like that. So mission accomplished. Successful execution
Nice.
of the power for the steering wheel all the way up to the top. You know, the airbag system works for you guys just joining us. Let me drop it. You guys can see that for the first time, if you haven't seen it already. And back up. Real easy on our control panel here. Any other wiring I've done since then? Not really. That was kind of like the big thing, just trying to get that done. We've got the light kit all the way in. Kind of gave you an update on that the last time we talked about the airbag cart. On the fly controller is mounted up there on our custom mount, available on our website. And I guess that's about it, man. So without further ado, I think we should just jump into getting these brakes done, because I feel like it's gonna take all day.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right.
Get some work done.
All right, so brakes for the airbag cart here. This is the Jake's disc setup. That's what we're going to use for the brake system, although we're going to have to customize it a lot because it just won't fit on the CKD spindles for our airbag system. Now this is the passenger side spindle for this golf cart here, and our buddy Christian actually went ahead and had an extra set built for us, or he pulled it from another kit. But either way, we do have an extra set here that we were able to purchase and acquire, so we can do our best to try and mount some brakes on here. Now, we have a bunch of other parts for a brake kit. This is a Jake's normal long travel spindle. I just have it out so you can kind of see the difference, and so we could take some measurements from the Jake's kit, because this is kind of what we're going to be like mimicking when we set our brakes up. And we know we have our brake plates here. We know that when we put these on these spindles, our measurement is right there at that line that they have welded on here. We figured that out a long time ago when we were fixing all these kits. So what we have to do is we have to come up with a way to mount this bracket to hold the caliper onto our CKD airbag spindle. And you can see right here, there's literally no room. And when we put on our hub that has our brake already built on it, like that, there's also no room to weld, right? So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to modify the spindle shaft here to kind of mimic exactly what this Jake's spindle looks like. Now we have the diameter here, and we're actually able to find some steel tubing that matches the outside diameter perfectly. So when we take our brake plate and we slide it on there, we have like almost perfect. It's like, I mean, it's as perfect as you can get for welding, because you do want some movement so you can move some stuff around and not like be fighting it. But this is gonna be what we use to create, I guess, a spacer or some kind of shaft for this spindle, or this brake bracket to mount onto. So I think what we have to do first, Joe, is kind of like get our measurement here.
Yep.
And figure out how big of a piece of metal we need to cut off this pipe, and then figure out how to get this pipe onto the spindle, because although it's close on the inside there, it's off by like 64th. So we can't, like, it's such a hair, you can see it. I bet you if you just beat it with a hammer, you might be able to like get it to like bend or something, or not bend, but like maybe peel back a little bit, but I don't know. So we'll get the caliper out, we'll take some measurements. We'll probably only have to take about maybe like 3/4 of an inch, just so we have enough shaft there to get our bracket that far behind where the hub's going to sit. Another thing we have to think of is to make sure, because we are going to be moving the hub away from here a little bit, that we keep enough thread for the nut to safely go on there. Right?
It will go on. Just safely stay on.
Safely stay on. And I don't know if that means drilling it. I know that CKD, Christian, they give you like a nut with a nylon instead of a castle nut like Club Car does. So Club Car, or Jake's rather, they drill the spindle and they give you a castle nut with the cotter pin, so the nut has no way of backing off. I don't know. Something to think about.
Yeah.
We can go either way with it, but something to think about. And you know, it looks like you need to keep at least 3/4 of an inch or so of thread. So if we do, back it off to there. I think that'd be plenty.
Yeah.
So,
if not, we can drill it.
yeah.
Put
Now we could drill and put a cotter pin in.
Yep.
Probably safer than this at the end of the day anyway.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah.
I would hate to be going 90 miles an hour down the highway and
Yeah.
wheel fly off.
That'd be awful. All right, so let's take some measurements. You want to try and give this stuff a cut?
Yeah.
I know we got our new little handy chop saw, angle grinder chop saw, which is pretty cool. So
let me get the caliper and we can get some measurements.
all right, cool.
All right.
Perfect.
Get some measurements here.
Got our little caliper out, and we hold this bracket on here, right on the line.
Sorry.
It's okay. Right on the line where it's supposed to go. Kind of take a. Looks like it has to be about 12 millimeters away. So I think that's about.
Leave the line.
Definitely leave the line because we measured from the inside. So I think that's the size sleeve that we're gonna need to make to fit over this sleeve, weld it all together, and then if we do that, and we get it on about halfway on there, that sleeve's gonna come to about here. And we get our hub on to about there. Looks like we still have enough thread to successfully and safely put that nut on. Whether we get castle nuts or whatever, you know, yet to be determined, but at least that looks like it will
See how much thread
leave enough thread there, and I think there'll definitely be enough room for the caliper. So why don't we go ahead and
try our new tool out.
Make that cut, and then try and get on there. I know I'm not sounding so exciting right now, guys. For one, I'm tired because yesterday we moved our entire storage unit facility, so
That
we're
was
dragging
brutal.
ass today. And second, I know that like we're going to be putting a lot of work in on this here, and if it doesn't work, it's going to be a waste of time. We're going to have to try something else to get disc brakes on the front, and then we'll also have wasted spindles.
It will work.
Expensive.
I have
very
confidence.
expensive spindles, and look at these guys. These guys weld these up.
They're heavy duty.
This is like awesome stuff. This is all solid bar. This is all boxed in. Really nice welds, hardened bolts and nuts and everything else on this thing. They make great stuff. So
yeah,
excited to be able to do that. All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
So this is our new little handy dandy chop saw here, guys. It's a got on Amazon. It's like what, under $40?
It seems like $35.
And you can take an angle grinder. I saw some tile guys using these things, and it slides and it works really nice to cut small metal. This is kind of like heavy metal, but I think we're gonna be able to.
Look how thick that is.
I know, that's real thick. It's 3/16 wall. So I don't know, Joe. What do you say? You want to give it a shot?
Yeah, I got everything squared up already. So
Why don't you move it over to the table over there so we don't shoot sparks all over the place?
shoot them in there.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to work.
All right, let's do it.
There we go.
Not bad.
There it is. That's the piece.
Pretty
Now,
flat.
I think what we got to do, I think we got to ream the inside of it out a little bit with our giant drill bit, our giant step bit. I already have it in the drill there. So let me grab that real quick and step the inside of that down just so maybe we could get a better, I would hold it with the
Oh, I know. I'm just
channel locks, but
yeah, because that's sharp. You will bleed.
yeah. So we do need to get it over the collar here on this. So we're gonna use the step bit, kind of just give it a little taper on the bottom and help massage it, help massage it on a little bit onto that shaft. All right, go for it, dude. Getting there, yeah. Good.
Pretty good.
Huh?
That's pretty good.
All right. So I guess it's time to try and get this thing down. Looks like we gotta get it down a little bit to get it to where our line was. So. Besides just getting it onto the shaft there, we also have to make sure that
Sits flat.
the hub sits as flat as possible against it. And right now, it needs to come down on this side a little. And honestly, it should just kind of center itself. I think it just did. A little bit more. Definitely not now.
Precision.
So I think we're as close as we're gonna get here. We got our spacer on there. We're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna weld it on all the way, which there's no going back from, Joe.
Nope.
And then once we get that spacer welded on there, we're gonna weld this bracket on. I made a mark, like kind of dead center here, and then I made a mark on this one and the other one at the same time, because we have two of these, so that we get them welded in the exact same space, or exact same like orientation on the driver's and the passenger side. So let's go ahead and do some welding, man.
Yep. Get this one welded, see if it works, and then do the other one. Nice. The hub spin all right on there? Nice.
Hub spin's fine, and there's room to weld the bracket back here with enough clearance. So we'll give it a shot.
All right, let's do it.
Just put some weld on there to make sure we keep that spacer from moving. Now, we gotta get this in place.
Square it up.
Oh,
Nice.
I think we just gotta check the hub.
All right, I'll grab it quick.
Yeah, I want to check the hub and spin it one time and make sure that the disc and the mount here for the caliper are like as parallel as we could possibly get them.
All right,
Right.
I'll go grab it. Fit? Not hitting, nice.
I think we did it. I think we did it, guys.
Looks pretty good.
I think this is better than the Jake's one. Alright, I'm gonna
finish welding that bad boy up.
I guess so.
Clean it up.
Alright, fire in the hole.
Ow.
Double protection, dude. Eyes are important.
Yeah, as I'm sitting here staring at it.
This is a cheap welding mask. Expensive sunglasses.
How's it looking?
It's done.
Nice.
Looks like it needs to be cleaned up.
Guess that's my job.
But that ain't coming off.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. All right, there it is, guys. A little messy, needs to be cleaned up. But I think we got it. And I think we need to go ahead and weld up the other side.
All right.
All right, guys, Joe's outside over there cleaning up my my amateur welds. Down here, I just wanted to show you, I installed the master cylinder already, and the linkage for the master cylinder, the brake block that Jake's gives you to put onto the brake linkage. We got our brake light switch mounted here. However, because I moved it back, just to make room, it's just not like a great design. I moved this back. I had to get a longer spring, which I have. I haven't installed it yet, and I don't have my brake lines hooked up because we don't even know if this is going to work yet. But all brand new stuff in there. Nothing's been reused. Everything in there is brand new, which is nice. And of course, you can see we powder coated the mounting plate for the tiny master cylinder that works with this brake kit. I'm going to jack the cart up right now, get that wheel off, because as soon as he's done cleaning it up, we're going to test fit it and make sure that our calipers can go on without a hitch. And over here, here's some brand new Wilwood calipers. Check that out, guys. Z-12013700. It's a universal Wilwood caliper. It's the same ones Jake's uses in their brake kits. Here's a brand new one, unmounted, fresh out the box. This is what we're going to be using, and of course we're going to paint or powder coat these also. Just don't know what color yet, and that's if we can get this whole thing to work. We'll see. Brackets all there. Joe cleaned up. It's looking good. Both of them done. This looks like it's the driver's side right there. So I guess that's what we're gonna start with. Test fitting. I gotta get that one off first, so looks like my friend Joe there is already grabbing some tools to do it. All right, I'm gonna mount the newly welded spindle. We got the old one off right there. Kept the hub on it. We have new hubs going on this one. If this should work, we're kind of hoping it will. We'll know pretty quick if we got this. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we got it.
You think we got it?
I think we got it.
Now what we did different on this kit, what we did different here was we put the caliper in facing the back of the cart instead of on the front, because on this cart, because of the way the steering is, we put the trying to get a shot here, head's in the way.
Sorry.
It's okay. The point where the steering rack connects to the spindle is in the front. We didn't want to interfere with that at all, with brake cables or anything else. So, put the caliper in the back. And that's what it looks like. All right, guys, so far so good. That one's a big black socket.
Big black one.
Yeah, big black one. So we're good with our clearance, I think, right? So Joe is running to grab the socket so we can put the nut on here real quick, just so we know the hub's not moving at all. Hit that down real quick. Yeah, we're on. We're locked, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, I think so. Clearance looks good. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna mount these with some brake pads, and
Put the wheel on.
if we could spin, I don't even know if we have to put the wheel on, because if we could spin,
Just so I can see it.
if we could spin the hub with the calipers and the brake pads on, we know we're good.
Yep, for sure.
Then we gotta test fit the other side.
Yeah.
At first glance, it looks okay. Right. Same thing as on the long travels, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Pads, got a brand new set of pads. And pretty normal.
Yeah. Listen to mine. Can always adjust it.
Yeah. So it's caliper, pad, there goes caliper, bracket, pad, through the caliper. Oops.
Wouldn't be the first time we did that.
Nah. What's that noise? Ah, no, yeah, I got it backwards. Dude, it fits. Very, very little rubbing, and we can get that out. We can get that out just by,
Little manipulation.
yeah, I think so. Tighten this down real quick so I can find my socket. There it is. Oh, we were doing it on this side, to be honest. I was doing it on the front of the cart, front side of the front wheel. Cross thread that. Feels like it's going in funny. Wouldn't be the first time.
No.
Pads are floating. And then we're just getting that normal kind of first break rub there. But we'll be able to get that out, no problem. But look at, see that, Joe?
Yeah, man.
Caliper runs. It's awesome.
And it's right, Joe.
Right, Joe? Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. No, that's cool. I told you, confidence.
Floats better. You're gonna be able to stop, buddy.
Yep.
All right, you wanna?
I wasn't worried.
Should we test fit the rim?
I guess. See what it looks like.
You got the wheel tight?
Yep. Let's see. Ready?
Give it a whirl. Ah, we did it.
Nice.
We did it on one side. What do you think?
It's perfect. No wobble. Got the normal disc brake rub.
Yeah, you bed them once and that goes away.
Mm-hmm.
That looks great. You see it from down here?
Yeah. She's still spinning.
Look at that, guys. That's how it goes. And what we'll do is we'll hook our lines up right here, and we'll just come up and in. And we're gonna probably have to get some shorter lines, right? Maybe what we do is we bring it to a break place.
Have them made.
Have them make lines, right?
Yeah. We can't use the regular ones. They're
way too long.
Way too long. We can look on this side. Run it the same way. Bury it somewhere, so we don't have to take it across.
We could even do hard lines and then come off, like on a car.
Oh God, I just had to redo hard lines on my truck.
Oh, you're an expert. Perfect.
No.
All right.
It's terrible.
We got to do the passenger side now. Make sure we're good there.
All right. I guess we should take that apart and put the other one back on.
Yeah. Yep. Let's do it.
It sucks.
We got to go to powder coat, man. We don't have a choice.
I know. It should come apart easier than the other one, that's for sure.
There it is, guys. Just come right out now. And it does. Awesome. Keep that there, putting it back in. You ready for the other one?
Yep.
Let's go find it. And here it is. Passenger side. Stick that puppy in. This is some real custom work here, we got the fellas. And ladies, got some ladies that watch.
They watch for me.
It's your fancy haircut.
Yeah, it's been a shaved for a month. Big Black trying to get away.
Is there any hitting? Yeah, so you gotta take.
No, it's probably because that.
Oh, okay. Well, we gotta put the spacer on. It'll.
Not hitting.
Sweet. Yes, got it on. Let's check the clearances here. Oh, dude, we nailed it again.
That one actually looks better than the other side.
And there we go. All right, I'm gonna mount the caliper, some brake pads, and make sure that we got our clearances. And if we do, off the powder coat, these spindles go.
Yep.
How about that?
Perfection. It's exciting.
We did it, guys. We actually did it. Oh man, let me get off the ground here. We actually made our own brakes for the airbag cart.
That's super cool.
It's really cool. Well, I know we've become brake experts in the past 6 months or so doing these Jake's kits, but look, brake, no brake. Brake, no brake.
They look great.
So we're gonna take it apart.
Take it apart, put it back.
Takes the longest out of all of this is taking these spindles off because they're big and bulky. But we know that we got brakes now for the front of this, and the only thing we have to do still is the brake lines.
Show them how confident we were. We mounted the.
Oh, I did show them. Yeah, while you were out there grinding, I went in and showed them that. You know, got the linkages all set up, all brand new hardware, brand new pedal set. So the last two things we have to do, finish this brake kit, is 1, run brake lines. 2, get these brakes powder coated, right?
Yep.
Sent off and back here.
When I pick up the 6-liter frame, I'll drop this stuff off.
Yeah, perfect. We'll probably have some more stuff to go blue by then too. And then have to hook up the brake line or the brake light switch right there with the new spring, which we picked up a little while ago, and run our reservoir for when we bleed them. And I think what we do, dude, is we get these brakes set up and bleed them before we put the body on, so we could hide that reservoir.
Yeah.
Because my brake kit's been on for a long time, and I still have perfect amount of fluid in there, so it's not something you have to get to all the time.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either, so we'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
All right, go to work. All right, back together. Got our new spindles over here. They don't look like much, but they're ours. And they're going out to powder coat to match the rest of this bad boy here. And I think we're gonna paint those calipers too, right?
Yeah, we have to.
I don't know what color yet, but figure it out. Red, white, I don't know. Something.
Yeah.
They'll look good though. Real exciting that we got this done. I guess we could put this to bed for now. We got a lot more work coming up on this golf cart though, right?
Yeah. We didn't even start the hard part yet, I don't think.
Well, the body's gonna be the hard part. And we got parts in. We got some fender flares. They're kind of right there. Some fiberglass pieces. And we're gonna need to get Jim in the house here and get him going on it. But I think the next thing we really need to do is figure out how we're gonna mount the controller and the rest of the electronics for this golf cart, because it is pretty much a brick as it sits, right?
Yep.
Can't drive it, can't move it.
Get that bed on.
Good news is we got our brake kit done, pretty much, except for just some minor details. We got our steering done, and it works. You know, kind of have to fine tune our swivel down there. So that was a cool update for today too. And of course, as always, the air system works. And our wiring on this golf cart, super clean. You guys just joining us, this is all that you'll see inside the battery compartment here. Everything's on the outside. All right, let's clean up.
Let's do it.
All right.
Go enjoy the rest of the day. Maybe.
All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. Another awesome video. Got a lot done. Didn't seem like it, but we really knocked out a big chunk of the
That was huge.
Air Bag cart, making sure we were able to get those disc brakes on the front. We didn't know, but shout out to Christian over CKD setting us up with the other spindles, because we would not have been able to do that without them. There's no way.
We could have, but if we would have failed, it would have been terrible.
I know. They're on their way. Joe's gonna bring them powder coat this week, and then we'll get that finalized when they get back. We'll make sure we get those calipers painted, so we're ready. And then it's just lines after that. So.
Yep.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap it for today. It's been a long weekend, but we'll be back at it this week with a lot of cool content. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. Hopefully, we're picking up our 6-seat frame. We just picked up those two. What are those two Club Car Tempos 23 lithiums, right? We're gonna start working on those. Hopefully, we got some projects coming up. A lot more awesome stuff coming from Cart Life TV. So stick with us. Hit the subscribe button if you want to support the channel. Pick up some cool Cart Life gear.
New Florida hats.
There it is, Florida hat. We got the Cart Life flags, 3 different styles in the online store, and subscribers save 10%. Use the code subscriber when you're checking out. We'll set you up with a free magnet while supplies last, right?
Yeah, we got A good minute, quite a bit that I know, right? Am I stroking out or what?
Are you okay? All right, you go sit
It was
down.
a long
We got a
day
lot of
yesterday.
orders, and we want to thank you guys for that. We're out of here before this guy passes out.
Peace.